Hi, this is Vic. In this tutorial, we'll look at the parameter passing in Java. Although I have covered the parameter passing in methods and constructors in the previous tutorials, but since this parameter passing is important to understand so that you become a better developer and are working without any doubts. So a parameter can be passed in many different ways, but to be specific with Java, Java provides only pass by value. But in this tutorial, we'll be looking at the pass by value and pass by reference in the explanation part. So let's first understand what is a pass by value. So if the values are passed by value, the copy of those values are made and then the operations are performed on those copied values. So anything that is done on those values is not reflected back to the original value. So let's take an example for the pass by value. Here you can see this is a method for swapping two variable values. Here we have taken an int a and an int b, and we are using a temporary variable to swap the values of each variable. And here we have a method call, that is, we are swapping first and second, and I have assumed that these first and second both are the ints. So when this method is called, the method body gets executed, and since it is Java, these are passed by value. So what happens? Let me show you how it is implemented. Here you can see first and second are having values 10 and 20, and a and b are also having 10 and 20. So in memory, first, second and a and b are different sections, and a and b are the copies of first and second. Within the method, everything is done on a and b, and after the method is over, we get the first and second without anything reflected in that. So now let's see what our pass by reference is. This is the same method and the same caller, and let's see how it is implemented in memory. Now here you can see first, second and a and b are pointing to the same memory location. That is, these both are the nicknames. The first is having a nickname as A and second is having a nickname as B. So anything that is happening to A is reflected back to the first, and anything that is happening to B is reflected back to the second. So if you have used any other language other than Java, suppose you have used C or C++, in that pass by value and pass by reference is supported, so you can have a pass by reference in that. So the main difference between a pass by value and pass by reference is the pass by value make the copies and everything is done on that copy and nothing is reflected back, and when you are dealing with the pass by reference, no photocopy is made and anything that is done on the parameters that have been passed is reflected back to the original parameters. So now let's see the example. So here you can see I have created a swap method and printed the value of a and b after the swapping is completed, so that we know that swapping has taken place. And the simple logic is we have taken a temporary variable in which we have assigned the value of a, and in a we have assigned the value of b, and in b we have assigned the value of temp, which contains the value of a only. So we'll be calling this method in the passing parameters main.java class. So let's see. Here we are having two values, I equal to 10 and j equal to 20, and we have created an object reference test and a new object which is referenced by this test, and we have printed the value of I and j before the swapping has taken place. Then we have called the swapping method, and here we have printed what the value I and j contains after the swapping. Since this is done by value, the parameters are passed by value, this shouldn't do anything with the I and j. So let's shift F6 and see. And here you can see before swapping I and j are 10 and 20, and after swapping I and j are 10 and 20. But within the method they are 20 and 10. That is, in the method they have swapped, but since I have told you that in pass by value the copies are swapped and not the real parameters are swapped, so this is absolutely true. And let's see this for the object types, and this is the integer type, and let's change it to some object. So let's create an integer. So integer is object type. Let's copy this and remove all of this, and this isn't, and here also let's remove the int and make all of them as integers. So this becomes the object reference passing. So here we are passing the object references and not the primitive values, that is primitive references. So in many blogs I have seen people have written that objects are passed, and this is a myth because objects are never passed, their references are passed. And the second thing I have seen in many blogs that these references are passed as reference, but this is absolutely not true. If you can go to Oracle side, there you can see in the Java specification that Java only supports pass by value and not the pass by reference. So this example will clear it out that this is done by value and not by reference. Shift F6, and here you can see the same result that we got in the primitive types, which is passed by value. So this clearly denotes that this is passed by value and not by reference. So I hope this example clears out the confusion that many block creates. And also I'll be writing about this stuff on the First Learner, and I'll be posting it there only, and you may check it from there for a detailed explanation of the parameter passing in Java. So this is all for now, and see you next time.